Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of... so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty.
Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Pitt. What a catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Eagles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He lets it fly. Makes a catch at the 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete downfield. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down with these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's gone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Got his man! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. From the gun, the ground game. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal block. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Robinson looking to pass. He finds his man, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Boston College wants to play fast. The aerial assault continues. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Golden Eagles have their offense in high gear. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. The hand to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Keeps it on the bootleg. He's going to let it go. It's complete. A huge pickup. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Pushes ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Robinson will throw. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner's going to try to see what he can get, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's gone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it at the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking for a crease. It's gone. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Pitt right back to the line. They want to run this quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. On the move. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boston College right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On the run, it's Goff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And timing has to be so good. You're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get level.
Off the play fake. He's going for it all. He caught it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Boston College!
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Just feeds the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
That's a first down for the offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Boston College, 17.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's gone. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. With the catch, it's Goff. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It's first down from the 11. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it again. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Line gets set, first down. Robinson looking to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Trying to find his man on first down. Got the quick pass. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Richard. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw it on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
On second down, looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And he's just going to spike it.
Incomplete. It's second down.
Play number 9 on this drive. Robinson will throw. He's got it. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
The pass is incomplete. It leads to second down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On second down, they'll take to the air. They're bringing heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Unleashes one deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. All business.